Hey everybody, this is Siigari. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some tricks on micro warp drive cloaking in your deep space transport. I've got an Arcader here, and I'm about to go take a pretty long trip through low sec. You can see we've got 5 cargo expanders and some inertia stabilizers here. My cargo is full, and so is my fleet hangar. So let's get started. So I'm going to undock, and I got a couple of high sec warps that we're going to do first. Give you guys a chance to see kind of how things are going to play out. So let's get started.
Warp drive active.
So something that you'll note is that you should always have your D scanner up whenever you're making any kind of trips. It's just good to be able to know what's up and what's going on around you. All right, so it looks like I'm going to bump off the station here. Oh no, I'm fine. All right, here we go. So we're in warp. So micro warp drive cloaking is a way to move a ship that cannot align safely and doesn't have any countermeasures against being attacked. When you're cloaked, nobody can lock you, and that means that basically you can get away from gate camps, you can get away from nasty hostiles, anything that's looking like it's gonna blow you up. You can be safe, or at least safer. Remember, in Eve, you're not always safe, especially if you're undocked. So let's give a quick run through of how this actually works. So right here we've got the Nair gate. All right, this is really easy. CCP has actually made some improvements to all this stuff over here. So micro warp drive and cloak, try and keep these on F1 and F2. I'm just going to be really cut and dry here. You got the gate, you hit a line, hit F1 and F2 at the same time, you activate your micro warp drive and cloak. Hit your micro warp drive and you see it counting down here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Decloak, and you click warp, and you go right into warp as soon as you decloak, with 0 time to be locked. That is a successful micro warp drive cloak trick. Now we're gonna do it again, but let me explain to you what I just did, because what you just saw there happened really quick, and I want to show it to you again. Something also to note is be sure that your cloak countdown timer is all the way completed before attempting this again. If you have a really short warp between 2 gates, there's a good chance that your cloak timer might still be on cooldown when you jump in, and you could be locked and shot at. So please watch your cloak timer. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to decloak and then align. I'm then going to hit my micro warp drive and my cloak at the same time. What this does is this activates your cloak, which means you can't be locked, and this starts speeding you up while you can't be locked. As soon as you start micro warp driving and are cloaked, deactivate your micro warp drive and then continue pressing F1. You'll see a countdown showing how long it's going to be until the micro warp drive can be activated again. That gives you an indication of when you should be able to decloak safely at 0 seconds. Once you decloak, hit warp. So check this out. Here we go. Align, micro warp drive cloak, F1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Less than a second, decloak and click jump. You're immediately in warp as soon as you press decloak. If you can do that consistently, you will never be caught by anybody that is sitting on a gate. Note though, interceptors still may be able to decloak you while you're getting aligned because it takes 10 seconds. That's a long time. An interceptor that's moving 4 kilometers a second might be able to hit you in, what is it, gates 15 kilometers, 4 seconds, that's 3 or 4 seconds. So you have to be aware of your surroundings and use your best judgment to determine if you're actually going to be safe to try and attempt a micro warp drive cloak trick. If you think they're going to try and decloak you, your best bet might actually be to cloak, turn on your overheat, and then double back to the gate and get through safely. I strongly suggest that you use common sense and pay attention to your surroundings whenever attempting this. The worst thing that can happen is you can get scrambled while you're burning away from a gate, and that makes your trip back to the gate just that much longer. Again, pay attention to your surroundings. Okay, so here we go. We're going to warp to a low sec gate, which is VHUN. So we're going to align, activate your micro warp drive and cloak. If you need to talk while it's counting down, 3, 2, 1, 0, decloak and jump. then do it. I definitely, you know, do the thing that helps you best. Now, realize that deep space transports all have some special bonuses. Deep space transports have a +2 bonus to warp core strength. That means that one scrambler with 2 points or 2 warp disruptors can point you and you can still get away. So examine, you know, your gate, again, examine your gate surroundings. Make sure that if there is one person on a gate, assume you're probably gonna get through just fine. If there's 2 people on a gate, it's 50-50. If there's more than 2 people on a gate, you might want to get back to the gate. All right, here we go. So we're gonna do this in low sec. This is live practice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Decloak, click warp, immediately in warp, and you can see the decloak timer there. Any questions so far? You can post down below in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them for you. This is sort of my general purpose fit. This is for actually doing some stuff like hauling. I go through nullsec, so I do fit a burst in case I am not paying attention and I get bubbled. In those kind of circumstances, having an ECM burst can save your bacon, but you really have to know how to use it in order for it to work properly. And maybe I'll show that in another video. Alright, here we go. We're gonna do this again. Now there's 2 Proteus on the gate. One Proteus is only 6 kilometers away, so we're gonna wait for him to buzz off. Once he's a little bit farther away, I'll feel comfortable decloaking and warping. Alright, here we go. 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Decloak and click jump. There we go. Right in warp. Didn't even get close. See ya, 2 Proteuses. So remember, we've got our decloak timer here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my ship from jumping. There's nobody at this gate, so I might as well. Let that cloak cool down, go away. You never know what will happen when you jump, so it's best to come in as ready as you can. Alright, let's go. Okay, this looks all good. Let's just tap the D-scan anyway. Now, you saw in the last system that I hit cloak and micro warp drive, and it actually told me I couldn't do it because I was still cloaked. You need to be aware that depending on your latency to the server, in my case, which is about 184 milliseconds, your input reaction and the game's server response might not be in sync. So I suggest that you feel it out by doing a lot of practice in high sec first with an empty ship. With full cargo expanders. Just do it, you know, do it over and over and over again until you feel comfortable doing it every time in high sec. Once you feel comfortable with high sec, give it a shot in low sec. Once you're feeling really comfortable in low sec, take it to null sec. Alright, so here we go. We got another gate camp. I thought this would be the perfect time to do this because there's so many gate camps. Alright, so let's see. Executor, he's kind of burning. He's moving. He looks like he has an afterburner. We're just going to go for it. So we're going to align. Cloak and micro warp drive. There we go. Had that delay again.
Warp drive.
Another perfectly timed micro warp drive align trick. The more that you practice, the less panicked you'll be when those kind of mistakes happen. I will admit that when I was first starting with this whole micro warp drive cloak thing, I would hit cloak multiple times because I would be either nervous or afraid that I wasn't cloaking up, and I would actually wind up decloaking myself. Don't decloak yourself because it's a 30-second recloak timer. You do not want to be caught on a gate not being able to get away. Alright, so we're just going to jump straight through here. Just wait for the game to give you feedback. The game works in ticks. It goes in little server heartbeats. So use those heartbeats to your advantage. You'll feel it out. Again, this is something that you feel out. You will just learn it, and pretty soon it will be fairly instinctive.
Warp drive active.
In systems where it really matters, and you need to make sure that every micro warp drive cloak trick is perfect, you need to be on top of your game. In that system right there, there was nobody on the gate, so I was kind of just, winging it. But again, use your best judgment. It helps to let you know that a ship with multiple cargo expanders will actually align slower than 10 seconds anyway. So why not micro warp drive cloak? Let's examine what could happen if you actually just click jump or warp and then click your micro warp drive while you're decloaked. Let's say somebody lands on top of you. Let's say an interceptor shows up the gate, like right that second. You're going to be in trouble. Like, yes, you have warp core stability. Let's say that they have a true Sancha scrambler and you're 3 points, okay? This is worst case scenario stuff. You're going to need to stop your ship, and then you're going to need to realign, and then you're going to need to cloak, and then you're going to need to remember if your micro warp drive is I mean, the list is so extensive of how many things you have to go through because you were being sloppy. You need to be as... You need to keep it in rhythm as much as you can. Micro warp drive cloak every gate. Make sure that nobody can target you. Keep people guessing. Oh, that guy's micro warp drive cloaking. Maybe he's carrying something expensive. Oh, he's doing it all the time. Okay, maybe he just does it all the time. They shouldn't have to ever think, hey, look, that Arcader's just warping. Oh, he's got nothing in it. Oh, now he's coming through a gate and now he's cloaking. We should try and chase him, because people that want to kill you will definitely be able to. So keep that in mind. Consistency is your best friend in Eve. The more that you can keep something looking like an illusion, the better. So now we're in high sec. This is a high sec system. You can hear Concord hanging out on the gate there, or the police, or whoever they are. Remember that consistency every time. You just got to be so consistent. Now, I was reading a thread just a little while ago, and people were talking about how fast a boosted interceptor can lock a crow. Or was it? No, it was a stiletto that warps in 1.5 seconds. So if it takes a stiletto 1.5 seconds to warp, a ship that is boosted to 7,000 scan res can lock it down. You want to keep less than 1 second between the time that you decloak and the time that you enter warp, so that those boosted interceptors can't lock you. Remember, you're still stabbed from the deep space transport bonus, but it's story time. So, I have a friend, and I will show you in a little bit what happened here. I'll pull up the kill mail, and you guys can all laugh at him. But it was no laughing matter. What happened was, he aligned to get into warp, and he got blown up anyway. So take a look at this. Let's analyze what happened here. This is my corp mate. He lost his ship. He got pointed by an Orthus in an Arcader with not 1, not 2, but 4 points of warp core strength. When he showed me this, my first response was, okay, that guy is got some crazy fit, like two true Sancha scramblers or something like that. The thing is that he said that the guy did not bump him. Like, my initial response was, he's either got a crazy fit or he bumped you so that you couldn't align into warp. Well, it turns out, whoops, there, I just kind of messed up there. That's because I'm talking. It turns out that he wasn't bumped. The guy was sitting 0 on gate, and a bug managed to point him and keep him pointed so that he could not enter warp. So I told him, you know what you need to do? You need to petition that loss, because there is no possible chance that Orthus could be fitted with 6 points. It's just really unlikely. And so he petitioned it. And 3 days later, he got on and said, Siigari, they gave me my Arcader back. I'm like, heck yeah, that's great. Because, that sort of thing, I can understand where the ship is giving you a bonus and the warp core stabilizer giving you a bonus. Maybe CCP server might be like, and not know actually what's going on. I mean, it's a game. It's not real life. Bugs happen. They're not bugs. They're features. But these are features that we do not want to have in the game because we like keeping our ships. So he got his stuff reimbursed. He, of course, lost the stuff that dropped because that's just EVE policy. But nonetheless, if that ever happens to you where you feel that you were unwrongly pointed and unable to warp, do petition it. Your ship does come with 2 points of strength. unless somebody throws a true Sancha point on you or multiple points, you should not be scrambled. Just wanted to let you guys know. So anyway, we're almost there. I think now is a pretty good time to cut the video. I hope that you guys all learned something. My cat sounds like she wants my attention, so I'm going to get out of here. This is Siigari Kiddawa. Thank you very much for watching. Please post in the comments below and remember to subscribe. Have a great day.